right now, Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Barnes, in all of your acting roles, have you ever had to wear a prosthetic penis?
No, haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, well, J.K. Simmons did in the new SNL movie Saturday Night.
Why?
You need to go fit that, is what he was told. He's playing Milton Berle in the new biopic.
Oh, he's legendary for having a monster.
Yeah, J.K. said, I didn't know about it until I got to Atlanta for my first few days of shooting. I just assumed the camera was going to be belt high and everything else left to the imagination. And obviously, it's not. We're not looking for an X rating, but I didn't even think there would be a prosthetic involved.
Only thing I've ever had to do was 8 hours to put loads of hair on my front and back for a shirtless commercial for Airtran, a Super Bowl spot.
So nothing as extreme.
Nope, but no prosthetics.
Yeah. I guess everything went really well except for one take when it fully fell out and slapped on the floor, he recalls. When, by the way, the cameras were on my face. Okay.
Thud.
Speaking of SNL, David Spade on his old SNL characters being perceived as gay? Yeah, he was on the podcast with Dana Carvey, Fly on the Wall.
I did a character called Receptionist where I was just being like really aloof to people. Like, oh, and you are, and this is regarding, and...
Yeah, I'm here to see Dick Clark.
And you are...
Tell him it's Hammer.
And he would know you because you...
You know, Hammer time.
Sorry, I don't really listen to much music. More of a reader.
Oh, never mind, forget it.
Would you be a lamb and take your foot off that? Thanks. Staring at me like that isn't going to get you in any faster.
And then people would be like, who's that gay character you played? I'm like, I don't think it's gay. And they're like, no, you're gay and it's gay. And the show and every sketch you're in is a gay person. I'm like, no. So I had to deal with that for a while. Why would your mom
say that? I mean,
because she's like no, she thought I was like coming out.
Yeah.
But it was, because it's somewhat feminine, some of those, you know what I mean? When I look back, I go, oh, I see it.
I mean, they're getting so much action right now, SNL. I used to love that character, by the way.
Definitely want to watch the biopic.
Wasn't he the one that did the catchphrase that stuck on our show for years? Bye-bye.
Oh, that was him, yeah.
I think so.
I think. Hey, have you watched, I've never seen it yet. It's on my list to watch. Nobody Wants This?
No.
With Kristen Bell and Adam Brody?
Because I agree.
Agree about what?
Nobody wants this.
Well, here's the synopsis for it. An agnostic sex podcaster and a newly single rabbi fall in love, discovering if their relationship will survive their wildly different lives and meddling families. It's already been picked up for season 2,
wow.
So it's a big success. But the two of them, Adam Brody and Kristen Bell, were talking about a scene inside a sex shop, and it's not the first time that they've shot a scene surrounded by...
Fram, this is 2 references.
I know. I'm trying not to, Yeah.
In one sleaze.
Yeah.
That's the second time we've shot in
amongst a bunch of dildos.
Correct. And I don't know of any other actors that can say that.
No. We on House of Lies, I played head of a dildo factory, and we had a scene there
at a dildo shop.
A working dildo factory, which, as cool as a sex store is, when you see how the sausage is made,
things, literally, pun intended.
That's a whole other experience.
Yeah. That was a day filled with questions for me. There was so much to look at and try to understand, and I felt a bit out of touch, but I wanted everything to be explained to me. So I had a lot of questions. Well, I was, what's this? What's that? What's that?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Adam Brody. Did you ever see that series Startup? It was 2016-ish.
Never saw it, but I do like him.
It was only like maybe 2 seasons, and then they took it away. It was a gritty Miami.
Yeah.
You might like it. Look it up. It's good. He was good in it.
I don't know if this is a thing or not, but people are saying there was a little rift between Nicole Kidman and Selma Hayek.
Oh, totally is.
At the Balenciaga show in France, they were face to face. Selma kind of puts her hand on Nicole Kidman's arm, gently pushing her back, and then Nicole pushes Selma's hand away and turns around to Katy Perry. A photographer asked if, they wanted to take a picture together. I don't know. Selma looked kind of flustered. She ended up taking a picture with Katy Perry, and Nicole walked off. People are saying there's nothing going on here, that Nicole was on her way out, but it looked kind of tense.
You could clearly hear her say no. They asked about taking the picture. She's like, no.
What do you think it's about?
I don't know. I didn't know they had a beef, but they looked like they could kill each other.
Yeah, it was strange.
Major glares.
You make the call. Okay, the host search is on for the Oscars. Guess who's in the mix?
Wait, who was last year? Was it Kimmel?
I don't remember.
I forgot who hosted.
Yes, wasn't it? It was Kimmel.
Wasn't it? But keep talking. I'll look for it.
Okay, guess who's on the list?
Who?
Which I could see.
It was Kimmel.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
As well.
Well, here's what they're saying. They're talking about maybe rotating hosts, which might not be a bad idea. Will Ferrell is in the mix, Amy Poehler, Dwayne Johnson, and of course Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Maybe.
I feel like Kimmel is successful because he's not that extreme. Like Will Ferrell would just be too much for 3 hours.
Probably. Don't cart out, John Cena again, naked.
That was... But he wasn't a host.
I know, but he kind of came out there and, had his private parts covered.
Leslie, third reference.
This should be rated R.
Jeez.
Okay, how much money do the Beckhams really have? Have you seen this story? Adding an $80 million floating Miami mansion to their real estate portfolio.
A floating mansion?
The sale is pending, but would be their most expensive in the portfolio. Who needs an $80 million home?
Well, I'm more fixated on the fact that it floats.
That's what the headline said.
An $80 million floating. Can you move it around?
I don't know. Wait, what do you think of the premise of this movie? Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson to star in Song Sung Blue. It's a musical about a Neil Diamond tribute band. Yes, it is based on a real story from 2008, a documentary following the true story of this couple from Milwaukee, Mike and Claire Sardina, down on their luck musicians, and they became local icons by performing as Lightning and Thunder.
I mean, this sounds like a skit on SNL more than a movie.
It does sound like a skit from SNL. Also, Michael Imperioli, Fisher Stevens, Jim Belushi. Song Sung Blue. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.